Welcome everybody. Another practice today about a strong, flexible and healthy spine. We'll revise some of the exercises we did in the last video. I'll run through things before we start. So remembering the spine is our body's main support. It's its structural and neurological core. And our spinal cord runs from our brain all the way down to the top of the lumbar spine. It's the main pathway of our nervous system. All our bodily functions depend on the health of these nerves. And the spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae, which are controlled by layers of muscles and ligaments which run up and down the spine. And these govern all our posture and our movements. So over time, with bad habits, this perfect posture with which we were born gets distorted. And we need to unravel these distortions and tensions so that we can be in a state of balance. Our yoga postures help us to lengthen and strengthen these muscles along the spine and to counteract compression in the discs, which makes people shrink with age and a big factor in osteoporosis. Today we need to move the spine all ways. We need to bend to the sides, lateral stretching, rotations, twists, as well as going backwards and forwards and doing postures to strengthen our spine. So it's that balance between strength and flexibility. Make sure you're sitting comfortably. So this is very similar to the practice we did last week. We'll start with the 3-part Taoist breath. Lovely straight spine. You don't have to be cross-legged. I think actually for today I will kneel, but I know kneeling's not suitable for everybody, so don't do it if it's not for you. Get comfortable. And then breathing in, drawing that energy up. Exhale to the back of the head and spread it around. Palms are up. Inhale to the shoulders. Exhale round the back, stretch it out. Inhale a little back bends. Exhaling to the earth, come forward. Coming again. The inhaling to the skies. Stretch out to the sides. Palms up, inhale back to the shoulders. And C-shape the spine, flex the spine. Breathing in to the sky. Greetings to the earth. And coming again. Get a lovely flow with your breath here. And exhale. And inhale. Extending the spine. And reaching up. And to the earth. And come again for 2 more. Using the breath. Remember, the breath is the very essence of your practice. And again. So you feel grounded, but you feel light. You feel balance between the earth and the sky and everything in between. And to the earth. And stay there and rest and soften. And take a few nice breaths into the back body. Breathe in between the shoulders. Breathe out, relax the low back. Breathe in, soften in between the shoulders. Breathe out, let go through the low back. Soften your forehead, soften your jaw. And set your intention for your practice. What do you need for you today? What do you need to get out of this practice today? Come up really slowly. Let's warm up the spine a little bit here, into the hands and knees. And some cat-cows. So this familiar flow from the tail all the way to the crown of the head. And creating space between our vertebrae. You might even shut the eyes if this is familiar to you. Taking time to check in. How do you feel today? So a strong, healthy and flexible spine is essential. It's essential for our posture, movement, coordination, balance. One you're on and one more. Such a beautiful posture, this. And then we could circle. Circles here. Start off small. Circling through the hips. Start to make the circles as big or as small as you want. Let all of the spine feel a resonance of the movements all the way up the spine. Let's shut your eyes. It's exploring. Let's go the other way. How do you feel? Yoga's all about what you feel like inside. It's not about what the pose looks on the outside. It's about being creative and curious and exploring your own unique body. And we could veer off and we could do whatever you like. We could come backwards and forwards. Time to say hi to you, yourself. How do you feel today? What's going on in there? The real yoga is inside you. You can circle, you can do a figure of eights. You can get into any of those tight bits. It's about being creative, and you can only be creative when you are truly relaxed. A creative mind is a relaxed mind. Just come and rest a moment. Come and rest back in child. Maybe take the knees apart or not and take a few slow breaths. And relax your wrists a moment. Let go. Allow yourself to soften. Feel the breath in the back body. Feel the support of the mat. Letting go. Now knowing how good it is to take this time and space for you. Let's come up slowly. So we've been practicing something called spinal flossing, neuromobilization, and if you haven't done it before, that's fine. It's very simple. Think about your spinal cord running through your vertebrae, all the way from the top of the neck, all the way down, right down to the top of the lumbar. And that's quite mobile, the spinal cord. It can glide. It can glide about 1.5 centimetres. And that's what we're going to do. Spinal flossing or neuromobilization. This is very beneficial for the function of your nerves. It also can help to relieve sciatica. It's good to ease out any tension in those muscles and ligaments around the spine, and it can help lower back issues. So some motion in the spinal cord. They say motion is the lotion. Motion is the lotion, the beauty lotion. Mobility is very good for the health of your nerves. Let me show you, because it's a bit counterintuitive to what we normally do. So you can tuck the toes under if you like or not. And as you come back, instead of looking down, you look up and you breathe in. And as you come forward like a little baby plank or an up dog. You tuck the chin in instead of looking up. And we inhale, and you can visualise the spinal cord drawing back, gliding back. And exhale, it's gliding forward now. That's it. And work slowly with awareness. Gliding back on the inhale as you look up. And gliding forward really smoothly. You might shut your eyes if you know it. Get a rhythm in your practice. My yoga is like a moving meditation. Three more. So you've got the idea now. When you've created a nice firm foundation, you can flow from there. Well done. Come back, give your wrist a shake or make a little bit of an energetic bracelet. How did that feel? We're thinking now about this nice firm core. Brace and space. You may have done it with me before. Take your pinky fingers to the top of your pelvis and your thumb to the lowest rib, and push the thumb up and the pinky finger down. So we're making some space here. And press the middle fingers towards the abdominal muscles. And you push the abdomen against the fingers and the fingers against the abdomen. So we're bracing the fingers against the abdomen. And you can feel that nice firmness. And it's not rock hard, it's about 20%. Okay, going to move in this. Tuck the toes under. And sit down really slowly, taking your sitting bones back. That's it, leading with your nose. And as you come up, the hips push forward and you come up. So we're keeping a neutral spine. And we're using that lovely corset to help us. That lovely corset, natural corset that we've got. To keep us stable. Keep our spines nice and stable as we move. When we've got a nice firm tummy, we can move from posture to posture with muscle integrity. And we can keep our balance a little bit better. Having this core strength is vital for your spinal health. Go slowly. And don't push too hard with the fingers, otherwise your wrists start to complain. I know mine are a little bit, so keep nice firm pressure, but keep them relaxed a wee bit too. Doing really well here. Keep the brace in space. We'll come down one more time. Bum comes back to heels. Push the hips forward, come up. So you can practice that in your own time. In fact, I've made a short video and it's on my website and YouTube with all these exercises in. The spinal flossing, the brace and space, and the other three we're doing. So do practice it. Take your foot forward, your right foot forward or your left, and come up to standing. And really come forward nice and slowly here and still keep the brace and space. And come up. I'm moving from the hips and I've got my knees soft. Okay. With control, that's it. Push through the hips forward as you come up. You're doing a good job there. Just this one. Well done. And then let it go, a little shake. I think I felt it most in the wrists. And then come down to this dangle here. Just dangle. Spine relaxes from the pelvis. Beautifully free. Keep the knees soft. Just rest the ribs towards the shelf of the thighs. Neck long and let it go. It's like a beautiful, your spine's a beautiful waterfall, just flowing from your hips. Lovely and fluid and free. And the neck's long and relaxed too. Come down slowly onto hands and knees. So we're going to do one called bird dog again, which you might have done before, and I'm going to time you. I find to get spinal health and strength, it's really important to use repetition. We do repetitions in descending pyramids. If you hold the exercise or the posture for too long, you can get tired and you can weaken. And then your posture gets sloppy. And then you're not doing things right and you can cause injuries, and it's much better for your back. So I'm just finding my timer. I'm going to time you. Let's remember bird dog. You need to take your right foot back, slide it along the mat, and just take it up a few inches and really flex through the foot. So you're pushing the ball of the foot away, the heel, and then we get a little bit of strength through the back of the thigh, through the glutes, through the lower back. And you take the left arm off and you make a fist, and then you can feel that in the shoulders, that support. We've got the natural curve in the lumbar and the spine in neutral, and you look down. So that's it. Everybody's going to try and hold it for 30 seconds each side. You don't have to do it just because I say so. Do what feels right for you. I'll tell you when to start. Slide the right leg back, lift off a little bit. Make sure the hips are squared off. If we don't take that leg too high, it's better. It keeps the hips squared off. It keeps the lumbar's natural curve. It's better for your back. Okay. And then you reach the left arm out. You make a fist. Great. I'm going to start now for 30. Keep making that fist, pushing away through the ball of the foot. Looking at the floor, neck in line with the spine. Stay strong. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Well done. That's great. So just got to do the other side now. Slide the left leg back and lift it off a little bit. So you keep a nice neutral spine, the natural curve of the lumbar, the hips squared off, tummy nice and firm. Push down with the left hand, reach the right arm, make a fist. And we'll start you now. 4. Don't forget to keep following the breath. Stay steady. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Well done. That wasn't too bad, was it? So if you need to take a rest now if you're stage 1 people. Otherwise, for stage 2 and 3, we'll hold this for 20 and then we'll go on to hold it for 10. Okay, get yourself set up. Slide the right leg back, lift off a little bit. I'm going to start, reach with the left arm. So if your wrist's aching, if that right wrist's aching, really stiffen it a little bit. Press the fingers down, press through the base of the index finger and thumb. Remember to brace in space. 3, 2, 1. Well done. That was even better, wasn't it? Let's do the other side. Slide the left leg back. Remember not to lift it too high. And you're ready. Brace in space. Keeping that natural corset. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Just 10 seconds on each side now. Right leg back, lift the left arm off. Set up and we start. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Make a little bit of an energetic bracelet here. The wrists all right? So the next one we have is the side plank. Last week I did the plank. This week we're going to do the side plank. Let me demonstrate. Just get me timer. We shall hold for 3 lots of 30, 20 and 10. So basically, stage 1 people, knees can be bent. Right elbow under the shoulder. All right. Left arm down the side. You can lift off. All right, keep lifting out of the waist. If the shoulders tight, that's an option. So this is stage 1. Stage 2 can come up. So I'm taking the top leg in front. I'm not going to stack because I need my stability, so you don't stack in this one. Okay, it could be like this or like that to support the deltoid. All right, choose which option you want. So we'll say we've held that for 30 seconds. And then we come over, we hold for 5 in the middle. And then you slide over again. And you hold for 30 on the other side. You come to the middle for 5. And you might take a rest. Or we can carry on and hold for 20 and 10. But I'll guide you through it. Let's set up, shall we? Let's set up for 30 seconds. Right. So keep pushing the hips forward and lift them high enough so the spine's in neutral. Get that brace and space. And we're ready to start. Be strong. Keep lifting out of the waist. So we're really firming up those abdominal muscles and the oblique muscles. Relax your neck. Maybe push the tongue to the roof of the mouth if the neck's complaining. And if you're down like this, it's a little bit like a chair posture, isn't it? That's it. And we're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come to the centre. Hold for 5. Knees can come down if you want them to. And we'll say that's 5. So we're going to the other side. Come and turn around. So it's either a baby one or a full one. Okay. And start. Keep lifting out of the waist. You might put the hand on the shoulder, neck in line with the spine. Stay breathing, stay smiling. You're doing amazingly. Three, 2, 1. Well done. Come to the centre. 5 breaths. Right, so either have a rest, either come onto your tummy and take a rest, make a pillow, or set up. Again, baby plank or full plank. You can always come down to the baby plank if you want to, and we'll start for 20. Keep lifting up out of the waist, brace and space. Three, 2, 1. Come to the centre. Relax for 5. Then over you come, low or high for 20. So remember to push the hips forward, keep them high enough so the spine's in neutral. And you can always take the hand to the shoulder if it's having a moan. Three, 2, 1. Brilliant. Stay for 5. And that was fabulous. So if you're still with me, if you want to go for 10, set up. So we're ready to start. Keep those tummy muscles nice and engaged. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come to the centre. Hold for 5. And over. Just 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come to the center, just 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. And I quite like to come and take one knee forward, make a pillow and rest in flapping fish after all that strong work. And relax. Allow yourself to soften. Let go. Feel supported by the earth. Feel the rebound of the pose. Take time to think, how do you feel now? What does that do for you? I'm going to come up slowly. So we did this one last week as well. It's called the curl up. We're probably used to doing crunches, and I've taught them as well. We take our hands here like that and we come up like that. That can be quite strong on the back, or that flexing of the spine. And the better way to do it is to hold, to use endurance and hold. Again, for descending pyramids. So we're going to hold the first one for 30. I'm trying to think. 30, 20 and 10, I think. A bit more than last week, maybe. Because it was easy peasy last week. Let me demonstrate. One leg can be straight, and it doesn't matter which one, really. Let's keep both knees bent for now, though, while I show you what to do with the hands. Take the back of the hands under the lumbar. So you've got that support. So we're going to keep the lumbar in its natural curve, the spine in neutral while we do this. Better for our back. And then we can use endurance. You straighten one leg, everybody straightens one leg. Stage 1 people will lift from the chest, from that space where the breastbone is, that's where you lift. And you look at the ceiling, keep the neck in line with the spine. And if the neck starts to complain, which it might do, just press your tongue to the roof of the mouth, the back of your teeth. That can help to relax the neck muscles. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 people can lift the elbows up. And I quite like that. I feel like cradles my back. Stage 3 people lift the leg off a little. Okay, so choose where you want to be. It's either just lifting the upper body like that, the elbows, or lifting the leg up as well. And we're going to hold for 30. And of course, you don't have to hold it for 30, and you can always come down a notch. Okay, starting from now. Try to keep the neck relaxed. Follow the breath. Really bracing and spacing those core muscles, and we're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Maybe take the neck from side to side, bend both knees. So we're going to hold it for 20. We'll stretch the other leg along the floor. So you're either lifting up from the chest, the elbows, or the other leg. And we'll hold for 20. Really engaging those tummy muscles, the brace and space. Keep smiling. Not too long to go. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Oh, take your head from side to side. If you want to come again, you hold it for 10. Okay. And and come. And one, relax down. And that's all done. Well done. Draw your knees and maybe just take your head from side to side and release your neck. How does it feel? Is it okay? Not too much, I hope. Draw your knees into your chest and do some circles. Or rock from side to side. So some of you will stay circling and some of you would do a little bit of spine or rocking here. Keep the chin tucked in, protect the back of the neck. Give the spine a little bit of a massage. Oh, and then come up. Just come onto your side if you were still circling. So your neck, is it complaining at you? An idea, and it might work and it might not, make some fists and press them underneath your chin. Use a bit of resistance and resist the chin to the fists and hold for 10 seconds. And that might help or it might not, but just an idea. Right, we'll get moving again. And we'll think about keeping this brace in space. So we've got more stability in our postures. And when we've got that stability and we relax into the posture, then we can lengthen more. And we can move in a more stable way, we can balance. And we can become more flexible and stronger too. So tuck the toes under, take your sitting bones back to your heels and really spread them out. Have a wiggle there. Stretch your toes out. Good. And we come into down dog. Lift the knees up. Do what you need to do here. You might be walking, you might be rising up and down. Just enjoy that lovely stretch of your spine as you press your hands down and lift your sit bones higher. And your neck's long, give your head a nod or a shake. Down dog is such a beautiful posture, isn't it? Whatever you need to do in it. Let's just take the top of the foot to the mat and push down. A little bit of a stretch there, like a ballet dancer's foot. What does that feel like? And the other side. Good. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees and slowly reset the spine. Standing at the back of your mats. Take your hands to your heart and take a really slow meditative walk towards the front of the mat, feeling the earth beneath your feet, the texture of your mat, spreading your toes out. It's lovely to be barefooted upon the earth, isn't it? Feel grounded. Stand at the front of your mat, feet hip width apart. And we'll get into our standing strength, a little flow here. So come and sit down. This is rocking horse. Take the reins of your horse and breathe in. And as you breathe out, fold over into drinking bird. You keep the knees as bent as you like. Inhale, rocking horse, take the reins. Exhale, drinking bird. Do a couple more. Lovely and strengthening for your quadricep muscles, your front thigh muscles. And take your seat. So I omitted to say that we could do with 2 bricks each side of us, or a couple of books or a couple of supports. You may not need it. So maybe find something. I'm going to put mine here. And then you're going to step your left leg back to find your first warrior. And you need to adjust in that. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. So remember, we need to move the spine always. We're extending the spine here in your back bend. Put that lovely curve between the shoulder, a nice length in the lumbar spine. And the tummy's firm. Remember the brace and space. Straight the front leg. And maybe you can lunge a bit deeper. Keep that back leg strong, the knees soft. Spread the toes out. Follow the breath. So we've made this good foundation. We're feeling grounded. Feel grounded and be aware where gravity acts upon your body. With this nice firm tummy, we can move a bit more easily. So put your hands on your hips to help you. And very gently put the weight on the right foot as you step off with the left foot and draw the knee in. Ooh. Yeah, breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in, float back to the flying bird. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Flying bird. Maintain that core strength. For your balance, we'll do 2 more. Stay with it. Sometimes it helps to move the arms. And don't worry if it's a wobbly day. We'll hold for just 5, I think. 5. 4. Keep the knees soft. 3. 2. Breathing in and out. How gracefully you can step back to warrior 2 legs. Keep the hands on the hips and square them off. Straighten the front knee, but don't lock it. Keep it bent if you need to. Put your hands on your sacrum and come to a lovely flat back here. That's what I want you to do in your forward bend. Keep a nice length from the pubic bone to the throat. Draw the shoulders back. So we need to get that a little back bend before we forward bend. And then you can hinge from the hips. We're coming into pyramid or Parsvottanasana. You might keep the hands on the hips, or you might take them to the earth or your supports. Your gaze is over the toes, unless your chin's on your shin. Breathe well. Letting go in that lovely, lovely pause, that natural pause at the end of the exhale. Working towards shutting the gap between the ribs and the thigh, the chest and the thigh. But everything is only direction. Push down with the front foot and draw the right hip back. Neck is long. Feeling the length through the sides of the body. Keeping that length through the front of the body. Letting go. Face soft, eyes soft, jaw relaxed. Breathe well. Three more breaths. So we're going to come up, down the front knee should come up. And if you've got bricks or something and it's okay, take them up. because we're going to turn around through 180 degrees to face the back of your mat. Bend your knees and put your bricks down. Okay, square the hips off. Exactly the same, Vera 1. Slide the shoulders back, lift the heart. You know, if the arms are aching, you don't have to lift them up. You adapt the postures to suit you. We don't use the body to get into the pose. We use the pose to get into the body. Feel grounded, be grounded, and feel where gravity acts upon the body. Use the breath to help you settle into position and reinforce your connection with the earth. And then when we've got that connection with the earth, that nice brace and space, you can feel that, you can move. You can breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and gracefully, flying bird, very gracefully. That's it. Go with the flow. Make this one your last one. We hold for 5. 1, 2. You can flex the foot if you like. That keeps the hips level. 3, 4. And breathing in and out. Come down gracefully. That's it. Still keeping this brace and space. Straighten the front leg, but don't lock it. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep the chest lifted as you come down. Keep that space. Get the length. Come up again. Roll the shoulders back and come down. So this might be enough. You put your hands on your sacrum, check its level. Or you can take the hands down to the support of the earth. Allowing yourself to soften on the exhale. Letting go. And when we stay with the breath and we relax, we may go a bit deeper or we may not. And it doesn't matter because there's all the time in the world to do this. There's no deadlines. Shut the eyes. Softening into that beautiful, beautiful pause at the end of your out breath. Everything is so much easier when you're relaxed. So much better. You can release and you can lengthen. You can let go. Three more breaths. Bend the front knee. This time it's different. Just shove the blocks to one side. Come up to Vera 1 again. Put your hand on your hip and lengthen through that right side so we can open to Warrior 2. Gazing over the left middle fingers, lovely and strong here. We're going to move here. So we're really grounded, we're feeling stable. We're being aware of gravity acting upon the body. That good foundation. Then we can breathe in, straighten the legs. Take the hands to the back of the head and inhale, push the walls away. And again. Just one more. And hold. 3 breaths. So really rooting down and extending the spine out of the pelvis. So that it can become stronger and more flexible. Palm comes up. And we reverse the warrior, as much back bend as you like, or none. Make it your own. Let's see if we can sink down a little bit more and create a bit more space through the sides of the body. Tummy's beautifully firm. Make sure you're not collapsing in the low back here. Let's straighten the front leg and maybe come back even more. And we reach as we come into Trikonasana. Draw the right hip back with the right hand and take your left hand to wherever it feels happy. It could be to the earth, it could be to the knee. It really doesn't matter. It's more about getting that shape. You don't have to look up, but you can. If you want to lift the top arm up, that's good too, but no worries. Breathe well. Lovely energizing pose for springtime. Stimulating your liver and your gallbladder. Wood is the element for spring, and the liver and gallbladder are associated with the wood elements. Get that lovely stretch between the shoulders. And you're strong, but you're relaxed and soft as well. You've got that perfect balance here. And the knees are soft. And the thighs are strong. And the spine's beautifully strong, but the shoulders are soft. We can do some big circles here if the shoulders are okay. I haven't got any little doggies here today. They've all gone back home to their mum. I'm going to circle up and soften the shoulders. The palms are up, the palms are down. And turn. How are your arms? They need a little bit of a rest here. Oh, it's quite strong on the old arms, but it will make you stronger. We're going to start again. Meet me in Vera 2. Gazing over the right middle fingers. And let's move. Inhaling up. Hands to the back and push. Exhale. Just like you did in your breath at the start of the class. The 3-part Taoist breath. And hold it. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Feel grounded. How do you feel in this pose? Lengthening, extending the spine. Feeling stronger. Palm comes up, reverse your warrior. See if you can relax and make even more space. Focus on the breath. Straighten the front leg. Keep that space you've created as you reach. Triangle. Put the left hand on the left hip and draw it back. Draw the shoulder back. And your spine might make the third side of your triangle. That's what we're working towards. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out a little bit more juicy twist here. It's so beautiful to do these lateral stretches, to open up the sides of the body. Keep the neck long. Moving the spine always today. Just imagine your body's flat against the wall and it can't possibly come forward. The knees are soft, the thighs are strong, the feet are grounded. Spread the toes out and lift the arches. Every little bit of you is working. We're still, but we're making these minute movements to hold us in the posture. Let's do some big circles if it feels right for you. Open up that shoulder. And the next circle, bend the knee. Ease yourself up to Virabhadrasana 2. Well done. Palms come up. Let's ease them out. How the shoulders. Take the hands to the heart. Come to step at the front of the mat. So let's bend the knees and soften. Take a ragdoll. Take your hands to your hip creases and hang there, let go. Neck's long. Everything's released. Rest the ribs on the shelf of the thighs. Feel your spine just hanging from your pelvis, letting go. And then take your left hand to your right ankle, right hand to your left, crossed at the elbows here. Keep the knees bent and come up and give yourself a nice big hug. Stretch between the shoulders. Lift the elbows up, keep the hug, or take eagle arms. We've opened up the shoulders and the heart, so we need to just breathe into the back body here and get that balance. Take a few deep breaths into the space of the heart at the back. Stretch it out, lift the elbows high. You can circle, you can move, or you can just stay there. And a nice big in-breath, look up. And let everything go. Ah, big sigh, bend the elbows, hang there. Just let gravity and the weight of your body help you to let go. Have a little rock. Let it all relax. Release the arms. Do the other side. Right hand, left ankle, left arm, right. The left is in front, the knees are bent. Give that lovely stretch to the back as you come up and give yourself a lovely hug here and ease out the shoulders. And Garuda arms the other side. Lift the elbows high up to the chin if you can, but don't worry if you can't. You can look at your thumbs or not. Feel the breath in the space of the heart at the back. Easing out. There's muscles around the shoulders. Just stay there enjoying the breath or circle or do whatever your unique body needs. Remember, we use the pose to get into the body. It's about what's happening inside, isn't it? Big in-breath up. Breathe right to the top of the lungs, right between the shoulders, and let it go. Oh, just like you're letting a balloon out. All that air out of the balloon. All the icky stuff that you no longer need. Relax. You're doing beautifully. Have a little rock. Come down. Let it go. So from here, come down onto your hands and knees. Going to go onto our bellies and just do a little bit of work to strengthen our back onto your tummy. So come down, knees, chest, chin. Well done. And you've got 3 options here. We'll have a look at option 1 and 2 first. So take the elbows under the shoulders. And you could come up, inhale, keep, a little baby cobra here, all the elbows down. Look over to the right, exhale down. Inhale up, look to the left, come down. So that's it. Just working to strengthen between the shoulders. When you come up, you could take the hands off if you like. You choose hands down or hands off. Keep the neck long. You should be feeling that between your shoulders in your upper back. If there's any pain or pulling on the lower back, come straight down into Sphinx or take a rest. These are lovely ones for strengthening those muscles and ligaments that run up and down the spine. Well done. Come down, take a little rest and have a rock, maybe a windshield wiper. Do what feels right. Take a rest. Either stay there resting or we can use the legs as well. So remember, this is stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. Rest at any time you need to. Keep the neck relaxed. That's it, just a few more, stay with it. Breathe out as you come down, in as you come up and look round. One more on each side. Well done, that was brilliant. So you could do windshield wiper, so it might be quite nice to rest in flapping fish here and relax, let go. It's nice to have a little bit of flexion here in the hips after those strong back bends. Relax, allow yourself to soften. Easy breaths. Following the breath. Feeling the support of the earth is a great foundation for your practice. Take your hands under your shoulders. Take a nice stretch back into a forward child. Stretch it out. Feel all the space you've created through the sides of the body, through the front of the body, through the back. Lengthen your tail. Relax your chest towards the mat. Allow yourself to soften. Come up nice and slowly. I'm going to take a seated forward bend to counterpose the back bending. Dandasana. So lovely straight spine, lovely straight legs. Ease away the wobbly bits. Take a nice deep breath in. Take your hands by your hips. Breathe in, lift the chest. So a little bit of a back bend here before we hinge from the hips. Look at your toes. Come again. You might need to bend the knees a bit. Watch your low back. You might want to sit on a block. You don't have to come down very far. It's all about forward. Can you see? Lovely straight spine. Keeping that core engagement. The neck's long. This one and one more. And next time you come down, I'm going to hold it. Bend the knees if you want. You may, I haven't brought my strap down with me, but you may have a strap and you might hold it like that. Take about 8 to 10 breaths here. And allow yourself to soften, relax. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, soften the hips. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, soften the hips. It's all about coming forward, not down. You can bend the knees as much as you like. Letting go. We're coming to a quieter place now. We're starting to slow down the breath. Slow down your thoughts. After all those stronger postures. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Letting go. And in these postures, we're moving from the hips. The chest is leading, the shoulders are down the back, and the spine's just coming along for a ride. He's not really doing a lot. Come up slowly from a forward bend. So I'd like to do some twists, and I'd like to do some on the floor today, some laying down twists. Don't come straight down though, come and sit like this and zip up those tummy muscles, and only do this of course if the back's all right and your tummy's strong enough to support it. Just come down really slowly with a little bit of support here, and when you get to a place that bites, you're going to stay there. Oh, good fun, isn't it? And then come down lovely and slowly. Well done. Let's do some windshield wipers here. Knees one way, knees the other. Take your gaze the other way. Ease it out. Gently. So what sort of twist will you do? Some of you will just take the knees over to the side, to your left side, and do a nice universal twist like this. Some of you will press your feet into the mat, take your bum over to the right, and take the right knee over the left, and then come over like this. If you could do, fine, that's fine too. And once you're settled, maybe take the left arm along the mat and the right hand on top. And it's quite nice to open up your shoulder like this, you see, and press your head into the mat and then spread the shoulders out. And it's going to be really difficult, I expect, for that right knee to come down and the right shoulder. So don't worry. Just have a wiggle and do your best. You might want to rest your knee on something. You might want to rest the shoulder on something. Relax. Maybe draw the knees in a bit or not. So you can look over that right arm, or you might not. Sometimes it can impinge on a nerve and it may not feel too good. So don't do that, you know, if it feels like that. Okay, go easy. Some people take their arm above their head like that, which is okay. You know, if that feels all right for you, that's fine. Some people can get a bit giddy because it can cause pressure on the vertebral artery. So watch that one. Breathe well. So it's just a lovely, lovely stretch for your back, isn't it? Just go inwards, think, where do you feel this? What does it feel like here? Relax. I'm going to just read you a little poem because it's Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day. Take time to think of someone who's been a mother to you, either your birth mother or another person in your life who's cared for you, loved you, and guided you to be the person you are today. So have a think about that person now. And when we choose to come out of our twist, I'd like you to unhook your legs if you've got that position before you come to the centre. Press your feet into the mat and shift your hips over to the other side. And you might do a simple universal twist, or you might cross the left knee over the right, or you might be able to eagle. And it is quite nice to just come over onto your side and take the palms together and open up that back arm. And press the head into the mat and lift the chest up and spread out a bit and find a comfy place to be and adjust again. And breathe well. So you've got this lovely twist, especially through the low back. It's so good for the low back. I feel the tailbone lengthening towards your heels. So this is a poem by Carla. Everything in nature bespeaks the mother. The sun is the mother of earth and gives its nourishment of heart. It never leaves at night until it has put the earth to sleep. The song of the sea and the hymn of the birds and brooks. And this earth is the mother of trees and flowers. It produces them, it nurses them, it weans them. The trees and flowers become kind mothers of their fruits and seeds. And the mother, the prototype of all existence, is the eternal spirit full of beauty and love. So a couple more breaths. And you come to the centre, release the legs. Just take them out a little bit again and we'll windshield wiper. Ease out the back. And let your knees fall over to your left again. Either stay there or take the left foot on the right thigh. We'll stretch the psoas muscle there. If that's right for you and it doesn't make you feel giddy or anything, take the arms behind you and fold the elbows and we just open up and take a little stretch through that left side there. Look behind you as long as that feels okay. Well done. Release the arms. Take your windshield wipers over to the other side and place the right foot on the left thigh, only if it feels right for you. Get that lovely stretch all the way down through the front left thigh. Reach the arms up if it's right for you. And we'll stretch out through the right side. Make some space. Allow yourself to soften. Release that. Draw your knees in towards your chest and either take a little rock like that or hold the outer feet or behind the knees with a happy baby. The lovely one to ease out the low back, the hips and under. Balasana, the bliss posture, the blissful baby. That's up. Nice little massage for the back there. That's good. Take your feet on the mat, and I'm sorry, you may have to get up and put warm stuff on to make yourself cozy. Get all your things around you for Shavasana. Take time to get comfy. And to settle. So this posture is just as important as everything else we've done today. Take time to get cozy. Really find a place where you're relaxed. Commit to being still. And just as we started this journey, become aware of the earth beneath you. Relax back into the earth. And notice the breath within you. Let the breath just calm and let it go. And without any effort, relax your legs, your arms, and soften the muscles. Our targeted area was the spine. So become aware of your sacrum, releasing to the earth. As you relax your hips and pelvis, become aware of your low back, releasing tension. And each vertebrae coming into alignment with its neighbour. So you can relax your low, middle and upper back. And as you breathe out, relax your shoulders. And if that feels good, do it again. Relax your shoulders. Soften your neck, your throat. Release the hinge of your jaw. Let your teeth part slightly. As you soften your lips, your tongue, your forehead, your scalp, your cheeks, your eyes, your whole body. becoming more relaxed. And know at this deep unconscious level you're healing, becoming whole and healthy. But you're aware of the stillness, this peace growing within you. Enjoy being relaxed now, and throughout the days to come, just enjoy being. Just enjoy being. And slowly bring your awareness back now to the here and now, the present. And we're actually starting to make some small movements in the body, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching out the leg and arms. Maybe take the head gently from side to side, or have a big yawn. You might want to draw your knees into your chest and circle, massage the back now, or rock from side to side. Or a nice big full stretch might be good, a big sigh. And in your own time, come onto your sides. Put your hand down to feel the earth and help yourself up to seated. Sit nice and tall. Do a big in-breath, the prana mudra. And gather all the energy to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, there's plenty more at www.exeteryoga.org or on Jill's Yoga YouTube channel. Please put like if you did like it, of course, and please join my YouTube channel.